The Northern Irish, Scottish and Welsh regard the English as slave-driving colonial masters. Each country has a local term for the population. While you can call them all British, it's not recommended as the four countries generally don't like each other.
Oh, I love you more than words can say.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you know what time it is. It's your boy again, Shady, one and only, and we are back here again today on this beautiful day, guys. Come on, you know already. So today, guys, we're going to be checking out the difference between the United Kingdom, Great Britain, and England explained. Okay, because I'm not gonna lie, when I was growing up in Africa, yeah, when I was like a little thing like that, yeah, I used to think the United Kingdom, England, yeah, were the same thing. Even with Ireland and Scotland, I was like, yeah, it's one country, you know. But then I realized, yeah, that there were some differences. Ever since I moved here, I was like, okay, there's some differences. But then I was like, okay, the Great Britain and the UK are the same thing. But yo, listen, just like me, there are a lot of people out there that were confused, okay? Anyway, today we've got someone that's going to explain these differences. So without saying too much, guys, I'm going to jump on this right away and know the true, real differences. But before we start, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, give me some love. And if you know the differences, guys, okay, put it in the comment section, okay, before you watch this video. And then we're going to find out if you're right or not. Yeah? All right, then, let's do this. First of all, I smash subscribe. All right? I smash like. Okay, let's check this out. And this was a request. Okay, this was a request by one of my subscribers. So yeah, let's do this.
Welcome to the United Kingdom and a whole lot more, explained by me, CGP Grey.
Come on.
The United Kingdom, England, Great Britain, are these three the same place? Are they different places?
Geographically, they are located in the same place.
British people secretly laugh at those who use the terms incorrectly? Who knows the answers to these questions? I do, and I'm going to tell you right now.
Okay.
Get lost. This is the world, this is the European continent, and this is the place we have to untangle. The area shown in purple is the United Kingdom.
So the area shown in purple, that is the United Kingdom.
Part of the confusion is that the United Kingdom is not a single country, but instead is a country of countries.
That's never the lie, yeah? Honestly, that is a confusion. A country of countries. You know, like you say, the king of kings. This is a country of countries. So one country made up of many countries.
It contains inside of it four co-equal and sovereign nations. The first of these is England, shown here in red. England is often confused with the United Kingdom as a...
That's true. That's true. Like, I've always confused England with the United Kingdom so much. Not just me, a lot of Americans as well. Lots of Americans.
whole because it's the largest and most populous of the nations and contains the de facto capital city, London. To the north is Scotland, shown in blue, and to the west is Wales, shown in white. And, often forgotten even by those who live in the United Kingdom, is Northern Ireland, shown in orange. Each country has a local term for the population. While you can call them all British, it's not recommended as the four countries generally don't like each other.
Can you imagine that? A country of countries, four countries together, but they actually don't really like each other because of their history. You know what I mean? And they're all called different things. Yeah, you can call them all British, but they're like, I'm English, thank you. I'm Scottish, thank you. I'm Irish, I'm Northern Irish, thank you. I'm Welsh, thank you. But only all British are like, call me Welsh. Call me where I'm from. I don't call me the generalized term.
The Northern Irish, Scottish and Welsh regard the English as slave-driving colonial masters, no matter that all three have their own devolved parliaments and are allowed to vote on English laws despite the reverse not being true, and the English generally regard the rest as rural yokels who spend too much time with their sheep. However, as the four constituent countries don't have their own passports, they are all British citizens, like it or not. They are British citizens of the United Kingdom, whose full name, by the way, is the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland.
Yep, that's the full name. The United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Oh my days.
So where's Great Britain hiding? Right here. The area covered in black is Great Britain. Unlike England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, Great Britain is a geographical rather than a political term. Great Britain is the largest island among the British Isles.
Okay, so it's more geographical rather than political. I see.
So where's Great Britain hiding? Right here. The area covered in black is Great Britain. Unlike England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, Great Britain is a geographical rather than a political term. Great Britain is the largest island among the British Isles. Within the United Kingdom, the term Great Britain is often used to refer to England, Scotland, and Wales alone, with the intentional exclusion of Northern Ireland. This is mostly, but not completely true, as all three constituent countries have islands that are not part of Great Britain, such as the Isle of Wight, part of England, the Welsh Isle of Anglesey, the Scottish Hebrides, the Shetland Islands, the Auckland Islands, and the islands of the Clyde. The second biggest island in the British Isles is Ireland. It's worth noting at this point that Ireland is not a country, like Great Britain is a geographical, not political term.
Oh, Ireland is a geographical, not political term. I always thought that Ireland was a country. Always thought it was a country. Is it?
The island of Ireland contains on it two countries, Northern Ireland, which we have already discussed, and the Republic of Ireland. When people say they are Irish, they are referring to the Republic of Ireland, which is a separate country from the United Kingdom. However, both the Republic of Ireland and the United Kingdom are members of the European Union, even though England in particular likes to pretend that it's an island in the mid-Atlantic rather than 50 kilometers off the coast of France. But that's a story for another time. To review, the two largest islands in the British Isles are Ireland and Great Britain. Ireland has on it two countries, the Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland, while Great Britain mostly contains three, England, Scotland, and Wales. These last three, when combined with Northern Ireland, form the United Kingdom. There are still many unanswered questions, such as why when you travel to Canada is there British royalty on the money? To answer this, we need to talk about empire.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Like the influence of the Queen, yeah, it crosses borders. It crosses borders of borders of borders. Crazy.
You can't have gone to school in the English-speaking world without having learned that the British Empire once spanned a fourth of the world's land and governed nearly a fourth of the world's people. While it's easy to remember the parts of the British Empire that broke away violently, we often forget how many nations gained independence through diplomacy, not bloodshed. These want-to-be nations struck a deal with the Empire, where they continue to recognize the monarchy as the head of state in exchange for a local autonomous parliament. To understand how they are connected, we need to talk about the crown. Not the physical crown that sits behind glass in the Tower of London and earns millions of tourist pounds for the UK, but the crown is a complicated legal entity best thought of as a one-man corporation. Who created this corporation? God did. According to British tradition, all power is vested in God, and the monarch is crowned in a Christian ceremony. God, however, not wanting to be bothered with micromanagement, conveniently delegates his power to an entity called the Crown. While this used to be the physical crown in the Tower of London, it evolved over time into a legal corporation sole, able to be controlled only by the ruling monarch.
So all power is vested in God, and then the monarch is crowned in the Christian ceremony. Okay, so they give you the powers from God, then you can rule.
God, however, not wanting to be bothered with micromanagement, conveniently delegates his power to an entity called the Crown. While this used to be the physical crown in the Tower of London, it evolved over time into a legal corporation sole, able to be controlled only by the ruling monarch. It's a useful reminder that the United Kingdom is still technically a theocracy, with the reigning monarch acting as both the head of state and the supreme governor of the official state religion, Anglicanism. Such are the oddities that arise when dealing with a 1,000-year-old monarchy. Back to Canada and the rest. The former colonies that gained their independence through diplomacy and continue to recognize the authority of the Crown are known as the Commonwealth realm. They are, in decreasing order of population, Canada, Australia, Papua New Guinea, New Zealand, Jamaica, the Solomon Islands, Belize, the Bahamas, Barbados, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Grenada, Antigua and Barbuda, St. Kitts and Nevis, and Tuvalu. All are independent nations, but still recognize the monarchy as the head of state, even though it has little real power within their borders. There are three further entities that belong to the Crown, and these are the Crown dependencies.
Wow. The power of the royalty, of the monarchy here, the power of the Queen, it extends, it goes vast. It goes vast still in many countries. That is crazy, man. Okay, that's crazy. People don't realize how much powerful the UK is. Okay, the UK is actually that still powerful. It's so much influence.
Isle of Man, Jersey, and Guernsey. Unlike the Commonwealth realm, they are not considered independent nations, but are granted local autonomy by the Crown and British citizenship by the United Kingdom, though the UK does reserve the right to overrule the laws of their local assemblies. Are we done now? Almost, but not quite. There are still a couple of loose threads, such as this place, the tiny city of Gibraltar on the southern coast of Spain, famous...
Oh yeah, I've always been confused about Gibraltar. I'm like, it's all the way by Spain, all the way near Spain, but how are they British? Like, how?
There are still a couple of loose threads, such as this place, the tiny city of Gibraltar on the southern coast of Spain, famous for its rock, its monkeys, and for causing diplomatic tension between the United Kingdom and Spain.
Yeah.
But what about the Falkland Islands, which caused so much tension between the United Kingdom and Argentina that they went to war over them?
Even the Falkland Islands, like all the way by Argentina, you know, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Okay, let's go.
These places belong in the last group of Crown properties known as British Overseas Territories, but their former name, Crown Colonies, gives away their origin. They are the last vestiges of the British Empire. Unlike the Commonwealth realm, they have not become independent nations and continue to rely on the United Kingdom for military and sometimes economic assistance. Like the Crown dependencies, everyone born within their borders is a British citizen. The Crown Colonies are, in decreasing order of population, Bermuda, the Cayman Islands, the Turks and Caicos Islands, Gibraltar, the British Virgin Islands, Equatorial and Dekelia, Anguilla, St. Helena, the Ascension Islands, Tristan da Cunha, Montserrat, the British Indian Ocean Territory, the South Georgia and South Sandwich Islands, the Falkland Islands, the British Antarctic Territory, and the Pitcairn Islands. For our final Venn diagram, the United Kingdom is a country situated on the British Isles and is part of the Crown, which is controlled by the monarchy. Also part of the Crown and the British Isles are the Crown dependencies. The independent nations of the former empire that still recognize the Crown are the Commonwealth realm, and the non-independent remnants of the former empire are the British Overseas Territories. Thank you very much for watching.
Wow, so much to take in. just so much to take in. I was just expecting to hear the difference between the UK, Great Britain, and England. Okay, after explaining that, he went on to further expatiate on the other territories that the British monarchy still rule. Okay, it's vast. It's quite a lot. Quite a lot. Do you know? After all our colonialism, yeah, I actually thought that after the British left these countries, I thought that all the countries had full independence. They're all on their own, and just Britain, just like the Queen, just rules the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. But her power, her influence still reaches out that far into many countries. You know what I mean? Crazy. Interesting to know. Very interesting to know. I mean, yes, I'm from London, but I wasn't always. Okay, I moved here, and I feel like when you move to a country, when you move to a place, you have to learn their way of life. Okay, you have to learn their way of life, assimilate it, take it in, become a part of it. Okay, I don't believe in going somewhere and then enforcing your own way of life there. Okay, when you go there, learn their culture, learn their way of life, accept them as they are, and then mingle. All right. Anyway, so that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be learning more about the UK and checking out UK content and what's going on and around here. Okay, on and around here. Okay, so now we know the difference between the United Kingdom, Great Britain, and England. Okay, England is a country, one on its own. Great Britain comprises of England, Scotland, and Wales. Okay, and then for the United Kingdom, that is England, Scotland, Wales, and the Northern Ireland. Perfect. You've learned a lesson. Alright guys, make that stick. Anyway, that's not too much guys. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, give me some love. Thank you for watching this video, and do let me know what you think about it in the comment section as well. It's gonna be a peace out from me, guys.
Oh, I love you more than words can say. You are me. Oh, you are the light that shine in my way. You are me. Oh, I love you more than words can say. You are me. Oh, you are the light that shine in my way. You are the day, the morning.